Good morning, children. Welcome back to Social Studies tutorial. I hope you all are well at home. So, students, we are going to start a new chapter today, that is mineral and power resources. Students, as you all know that in our last two chapters we have already learned about different resources like in land, soil and water resources. Then afterwards we have talked about natural vegetation and wildlife. So in today's session purely we are going to talk about mineral and power resources. Now let's understand what a mineral is. So a mineral is a natural occurring substance where it occurs, that is found in the earth's crust. So students, you have already learnt in your previous grades that there are the different layers of the earth. These are like three layers, that is the crust, mantle and core. So in crust, earth's crust, minerals are found. So like all the resources, natural resources, these mineral resources are also very unevenly distributed on the surface of the earth, though it just leads to the economic growth of a country. So these are very important in economic perspective. So what happens, like as these are found in the earth's crust, so these are very different. There are the vital differences in their physical properties as well as chemical properties. Physical properties in terms like there are the differences. Differences can be seen irrespective of their color, hardness or so on. Whereas if we talk about physical properties, then the chemical properties, so there are the different solubility which is available there in the minerals. So these are usually found in the rocks because these are rarely found in the state of purity. Because mostly it is found found in the rocks with the combined elements. So what exactly, there are the ores which can be classified as high grade or the low grade ores. So let's understand the concept of ore. A rock which contains enough mineral to make it economically viable for mining, that is called ore. And as I told you that it can be classified as high grade and low grade ores. So in the high grade ores the mineral content is high and impurities are very less. That means that is quite good in qualities. Whereas in the low grade ores mineral content is low and impurities are more. So students, now let's learn the types of minerals on the basis of its composition. Here we are talking about composition. That on the basis of its composition, the minerals can be of metallic as well as non-metallic. So what the metallic minerals are? The minerals which contain metals in or metallic substances in raw form, that is called metallic minerals. These are like, if we talk about metallic, so iron ore, gold, silver, these are the good example. Copper, these are the good examples of metallic. Whereas if we talk about non-metallic, so non-metallic as the term is self-explanatory, that these minerals do not contain any metallic substances. These could be either organic or inorganic. So whereas these non-metallic contains the substance like do not contains the mineral substances, and these could be either organic or inorganic. If we talk about organic, so the substances which are the minerals which contains carbon, that is called organic. The coal, petroleum, natural gas, these are the good examples of organic. Whereas like graphite, limestone, these are the examples of inorganic minerals. So students, just after the classification of mineral as metallic or non-metallic, let's learn the extraction of minerals. So as I told you that the minerals are extracted from the rocks. So the process of taking out or the extraction of minerals from rocks, that is called mining. It is called mining. So mining is not in a uniform way, because the method of mining adopted that depends on the depth at which the minerals are located. So there are mainly three ways of mining. These are the open cast mining, shaft mining and drilling. So let's understand in detail. So what happens when the minerals lie near the surface where they simply dug out of the ground through a process that is called open cast mining. The openings thus formed is called an open pit or a quarry. Then what the shaft mining is? These are the deep bores, which is also called as the shafts, have to be made to reach minerals deposits that lie at great depths below the earth's surface. So this is called shaft mining. Then the last one is drilling. So petroleum and natural gas occur far below the earth's surface. So just for extracting these petroleum and natural gases, deep wells are bored or drilled to take them out. So drilling can also be done offshore. So students, I hope you understood well. We'll start distribution of minerals in our next session. Till the time, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.